Hello everyone, I'm going to make a tutorial about animations in Python programming. In here I'm going to use Code Sculptor. Code Sculptor is an online free Python compiler, and I wrote a class to make animations. So let's start with what is an animation. Animation is a set of images actually, and in Code Sculptor there is a specific function draw. You are registering the draw function in here. Set draw handler draw. This draw function will be called 60 times per second. FPyC frame per second is 60 by default, and if you change position of an image, it will show gradually. If you change gradually, it will show gradually, and so on. There's two type animation. I hope I see it. The first one is there's an image which is moving up, down, right, left, or such things. And second one, there's an image, there is multiple images, sorry, and you are showing them in a specific order. For example, in here this has 4x4 matrix format, and if you show up in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you will see, I guess, such thing. No, sorry, I just changed my function. Yeah, it show up like it's moving, and how it's happening. We are doing it in our draw function in our class, in my class. Yeah, we are choosing our current row. This is an integer number from current frame. Current frame is also an integer number. We are choosing current column. We are choosing from current frame number. Current frame number is something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and in here, for example, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and here it is 9, for example. We are choosing from current frame, and we are increasing it in here. Current frame equals current frame 1 plus 1, and in here, if current frame equals self total frame number. Total frame is also an integer. We are making it 0, so it will show in a forever loop. So in here you can look the Code Sculptor documentation, how it's drawing, and this code is specific to Code Sculptor code. In this code we are choosing center source, we are choosing size of our source, center destination, and size of our destination. In code it will take here as a center source first, and then here, and then here, and then here, and our size source is always the same, 4x4. You will get the image width. If you upload an image from URL, you will get this image width and height from standard Python function get width image dot get width image dot get height. You will get the image width and height, and you will have to know how many rows and how many columns in here. This is 4x4, this is 5x4. For example, let's try to do this animation. We should change it 5x4. Oh, what's that? It's not 5x4, and it's not showing properly. There is 4x5. Yeah, we made a mistake. Let's rearrange it. Yeah, and there is an animation which is showing this image in specific order, and it is getting the borders according. And you should know, is it a proper image for making animation? imagesplitter.net, you could go homepage and upload image from URL, and you will split image. For example, this image is not appropriate, this is not dividing, this is not being divided appropriately. For example, this image is nice, we are taking this, and we are taking the images one by one. If you upload these images one by one, in here you should upload many images. For example, in here you should upload 20 images and you will show them one by one. You can do such kind of animations also, but this is much more simpler and much more efficient, I guess. You don't need to upload load image, you don't need to call load image 20 times. There is just one image is appropriate, and this image also appropriate the smiley walk image. This is 4x4, and that's all for my second type of animation. And what's the, actually there is little tiny things, but not very important. For example, our update function in here, it is just increasing the current frame by 1, and if current frame equals to I said this, and the other codes I'm going to tell them now. There is an image and it is moving. Let's do it. If you do not update our current frame, it will show always the same image, which is this little tiny image. And now we are registering our keyboard handler, key up handler, and key down. If you press a key, you could change the velocity of an image, velocity of an object, or you could change the position of image also. But in here I'm changing the acceleration of an image. If you press left, it will make an acceleration, and this acceleration make a velocity will be updated, and position also will be updated, and so our image will move. I hope, yeah, it is just moving nice. And there is also, I added friction, not very important, but it's nice to add friction. And the important thing is here, velocity would be 0, would be negative, or would be positive. The same thing is true for acceleration also. And we could also rotate our image. In here the last parameter is rotation angle. We are giving the angle. Let's change angle with E and Q. It's moving very fast and it's just stop. This is because our friction. If we don't put any friction, it will just goes and goes. And there is also a key up handler. If you release button, we are setting our accelerations 0. In here there is always two, because we are working on two-dimensional space, there is position in x coordinate and y coordinate, and there's velocity in x coordinate and y coordinate, and there is acceleration in x coordinate and y coordinate, and there is angle, which is just number angle. Angle also could be negative angle velocity and angle acceleration. And that's all for my simple animation. But just one more thing, you could do different interesting things. For example, in here I used import math, and I use sign function to draw a text message in here. But we are increasing the time, we are updating the time, and we are getting the sinus of the time. And if it is greater than, let's delete it, 0.5, it will draw this message. If it is not, it will not draw. So what's going to happen? It's just this. You can do such kind of losting effects or many different things with animations, and you should look the documentation, and you should find nice images in Google or other search engines, and you should look at is it appropriate image for you to use in animations. And thank you for listening. I recommend you the documentation. If you look, you will learn many things, I guess, and I hope I will put the codes and you can download if you want. Thank you for your listening.